Remember when they rebooted Spider-Man? Even though they'd just done a whole freaking trilogy like 5 years earlier? It's not even a reboot at that point. That's a re-sandal, re-shoe. Point is, come on. There should be a rule. You can't reboot something that's less than 2 decades old. Speaking of old, this game's kind of old. At least by gaming standards. The Amazing Spider-Man was released to a bunch of different platforms last summer to coincide with the Amazing Spider-Man movie reboot, starring the lesser Emma. And hey, who says you can't release a movie game 8 months after the movie? I mean, if you can reboot things from last week, why not? Let's just reboot everything. God help us all.
This never gets old!
So Wii U owners finally have the Amazing Spider-Man, released in March, of this year. Better late than never, I guess, if you're a Spider-Man fan. And just like it was last year, the Amazing Spider-Man is a perfectly decent beat-em-up, built from simple but surprisingly satisfying combat. So obviously, being based on a movie, the Amazing Spider-Man follows the movie pretty closely. He plays Peter Parker, Oscorp is doing terrible genetic experiments, human DNA, business ethics, blah, blah, blah. Back it up, Gwen.
Box, huh? That's gotta hurt!
If you missed the prior versions, the Amazing Spider-Man is a fairly standard brawler. Combat's a bit button mashy, but again, to its credit, it's really satisfying. You have some awesome moves at your disposal once you build up your combo meter, so you want to keep it going as long as possible. That means attacking and dodging, and then doing freaking Lucha Libre. It's actually a lot of fun. If you're a Nintendo fan, what's nice about this Wii U Ultimate Edition is that it's built around that open world city that defined the 360 and PS3 versions, and that the Wii version did not have. You have this entire urban playground where you can do pretty much whatever you want. Stop petty crimes, find extra XP. All that exploration gives the Amazing Spider-Man its character. And swinging through the city, bouncing from skyscraper to skyscraper, like a pinball 80 stories off the pavement, awesome.
Bingo! New antenna.
Of course, this is the Ultimate Edition. That means you're getting all the DLC from the prior versions included on the disc on Wii U. But perhaps the nicest thing about the Wii U version is that you can play the entire game on the GamePad. Look, The Amazing Spider-Man was never a great game, but it is a pretty good one. It's easily the best version to hit a Nintendo platform, even if it is a little late. It's not great looking, it could be a bit simple at times, but if you're looking for a good Spider-Man game on the Wii U, The Amazing Spider-Man will certainly do.